Hey guys, and welcome back to the Cultured Podcast, where we talk about all things trending, all things popping, and all things cultured. I'm Steph.
And I'm Sasha.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Are we all feeling
Festive.
Are we in the Christmas spirit?
This is our last... you lied to people yesterday, you know.
Sorry, what?
You lied... No, yesterday. The last episode, you lied to people. You said we've got 2 more. This is our last one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So that false information. Yeah, this is our last one of 2020.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
And then we'll get into 2021.
And then we go into 2021.
The anxiety starts to set in.
And depending on how that year starts, we'll see you in 2021. If not, goodbye.
Godspeed.
Goodbye.
Oh my gosh. What a week.
What an absolute week. I feel like it's been one death after another sort of this week.
Who died?
I mean, we had Barbara,
Yeah, sad.
known as Peggy Mitchell.
Everyone was really distraught about that, you know.
Well, she is like a household name, isn't it? Everybody knows who Peggy Mitchell is.
Yeah, but then I don't know. It might be because I might be desensitized to death because of this year, because literally,
I mean, yeah,
a lot of people didn't make it. But I was just like, oh,
you didn't really like.
I wasn't as distraught as a lot of people.
I mean, I wasn't distraught. Distraught is pushing it.
When I say distraught, I mean like there was a lot of. No, yeah, that's what, yeah, kind of. So it's like I feel like maybe because Chadwick and then Kobe just really broke
that was
my
distraught.
heart. Yeah,
Peggy wasn't distraught. It was more like.
But a lot of people did get quite a lot of recognition. But I
Yeah.
feel like it was heading that way anyway.
Yeah, but I mean,
To be honest with you, I really thought she had already passed.
what I mean, they'd already killed her off in EastEnders.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why the confusion.
So they'd already killed her off in EastEnders. Yeah, that's probably what you're confused about. And I think it was because she was. She was
did she have
terminally
cancer in EastEnders?
Yes. Oh, maybe I'm mixing reality with
Very
EastEnders.
strange. I mean, it's really, really sad, to be honest. Like, it's a sad situation.
I mean, she was Peggy Mitchell. It's
The slaps were
the
iconic.
OG of slaps. Like,
Yeah. Did anyone ever slap her?
yeah,
Really?
Pat,
Oh,
girl, them two combined,
really?
slapping queens,
Weren't they best friends though?
best friends,
Frenemies.
sleeping with each other's husbands. I mean,
Such strange.
the lot.
Well, it's not too far from reality in some people's worlds anyway.
And then we had his name is completely gone from my head.
The one from Friday.
The guy from Friday.
I was quite cut up about that. Not cut up, but I was like, oh,
bit like, oh,
man.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh, and then we also had Natalie. Oh, I can't remember her name again.
Who?
Oh my lord.
Who?
She was in Eve. She was a chubby friend in
Oh,
Eve.
yeah.
And in Cinderella.
Yeah, she was, that was very sad. She had like a colon cancer or something.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Telling you, the week of deaths.
It's the year of death.
The year of deaths. Okay.
Literally.
It's been a year of deaths. So, I mean, what the hell is 3 more months to add to the list?
Yeah, and I mean, we still haven't had season finale. We've got 2 weeks left, so we still don't know what's coming. We laugh, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta laugh, or else you would just cry. But
Speaking of deaths,
oh girl,
Marvel have announced that they're not going to recast Black Panther in the next Black Panther 2 movie.
I feel like if they did, that wouldn't have worked.
I think, I don't know. I'm in between people who have got over it and it's too soon.
It depends how good the movie would have been, but it would have, because they would have had to announce that, that he's being replaced, and they would have got a lot of hate, and everyone would be like, oh, not going, whatever. And then depending on how good
Do you
the
think
movie,
people would have been like, I'm not going? I don't think,
of course, at first, but then
because
I feel like people were so distraught about
Chadwick
Boseman.
Yeah,
They have a sense of loyalty. Does that make sense? So I feel like some people at first maybe would really, literally not go and be like, I'm not going to see this no matter whether it's good or bad. But then if it ended up to be really, really good and then the buzz was like, you need to go see this, people would eventually go see him.
But I mean, I don't think it's disloyal because he passed away. Do you understand? Like, in the nicest way possible, the show must go on, sort of thing.
No.
Like,
No.
that's what I say. Maybe it's too soon, but eventually, I think you need to recast him.
I don't know how they're gonna do it.
I don't know how they're gonna do it.
I don't know
either.
how they're gonna do it because he's not being like, they're not gonna replace him as Black. Is there how many Black Panther? I'm not very good at the whole comic side of Marvel, so I'm sure there's things.
I mean, I know eventually if we're gonna go by comics, Shuri becomes Black Panther.
So maybe that's how it's gonna work.
But I was actually talking to my boyfriend about this, and he was like, even though Shuri does become Black Panther, it wouldn't make sense in the comic for, okay, now she's Black Panther. Like, there's a build up to her becoming Black Panther.
Maybe they just need to bring back Michael B. Jordan and call it a day. The thing is, the show is called anything to bring back
Maybe
Michael B.
he really
Jordan.
didn't die. There's so much they can do with this.
But the thing is, yeah, of course. But I get what you're saying because it is still Black Panther. The show, the movie is called Black Panther. So there needs to be something around Black Panther.
Yeah.
But I don't know if, I mean,
I'm looking forward to see what they do.
I don't know how they're going to do it, but I am glad that they haven't
like cancelled.
Yeah. I'm really, really glad they haven't not cancelled him.
Like the movie. Him. Oh, okay.
I'm glad they haven't, because I feel like that would be too sour. Like, he died like a couple months ago. That's just too fast for people to be moving on.
But it's a business. I know it's horrible, but
I just don't know.
It is a business.
And then, no, I just don't know.
It's a business. And I reckon
I get it.
Everyone would bitch about it, but we'd all still be in the cinema the next day watching it. And I think that's just... Because remember, Black Panther is still the only...
Black
superhero movie that we have.
Yeah.
We're going to support regardless. Let's be serious.
But it would just hurt.
It would hurt.
And we would feel like we're stabbing Chadwick in the back while we're in this movie theatre.
I'm
eating
sure
our
you'd want us all
popcorn,
to be happy.
chomping on our nachos.
They've been cinema in ages.
I'm so hungry as well.
Is that why you're just naming food?
Starving, right?
They're just listing down food.
Oh God. Do you know, just a quick side note for the cinemas, you know, cinemas now, they literally have like a pizzeria in there.
Yeah, you can literally get a whole meal in the cinema.
Oh, how times have changed. Anyway,
it was just popcorn and a drink.
Yeah, and you can get like beers and wines, like
Costa.
You could probably get a cocktail. You can get a cocktail. Greenwich upstairs in the gallery. You can get
prosecco and everything.
Then you go and sit and look at the peasants that are on the other side.
With their popcorn
down
and
below.
Slushies. You your slushies.
Anyway, oh my goodness.
This was sort of tying with like Twitter news as well, because there is a social influencer by the name of Chanel basically came out and said that she doesn't think there's anything wrong with saying to your best friend who's a male, or vice versa, I love you, like telling your best friends I love you.
Yeah, because something about how she...
Okay, yeah, so she had a best friend who has a girlfriend who didn't like the fact that she would tell her best friend, which was this girl's man, I love you. She'd finish off conversations with I love you, and she found a problem with it, and she put it down to you're insecure sort of thing.
And then she cut the friend, didn't she? She cut the best friend.
Yes, and the boyfriend cut her off, basically.
Savage.
Yeah, it's weird because I have male best friends that I will literally be like, love you.
Love you. I just feel, I don't know, there's different levels of love, innit? So it's like, this isn't, love you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Let's go and
make children.
Like, it's not that deep. Like, it's just love you, like a throwaway comment, especially if you're like, you've been brought up around, that
hearing, sort of,
and it just becomes like a goodbye in a sense. Like, it's second nature to just be like, love you, like that's it. I don't think it's ever that deep to like be so, because it is insecurity from the girlfriend's point of view.
Do you think though?
It is.
Okay, but put yourself in her position, because I've tried to put myself in that position as well, because I am also the friend that says I love you.
Yeah.
But I'm also in a relationship, and how would I feel if someone was saying I love you to my boyfriend? And me personally, I was like, you'd have to look like seriously and analyze the situation and be like, well, they're clearly friends.
Exactly.
And I know them. We all hang out together.
And even if you didn't all hang out together, there is also a level of trust that you're supposed to have
Yeah.
with your boyfriend. So if your boyfriend is saying like, we're just friends, like
Yeah.
obviously we know in life, you know,
Yeah.
them things might not be always true, but you kind of have to take it as face value, because what's the point in, if you don't trust your boyfriend, what's the point
Or
in
being
being
in
in
a
a relationship?
relationship.
So it's like, if he's saying, oh, we're just friends, then you kind of just, that's what it is. Like, it's just love you and that's it. If maybe to make if it was me, if I was still uncomfortable after that and I still got a vibe, because you know girls get vibes,
Yeah.
I would just ask to meet her. Like, if we're like, let's all go out together and like maybe a birthday or some sort of function, like, because sometimes as well, if girls are, or if your boyfriend has girl friends that aren't like cousins and stuff, you feel more comfortable when you actually see them interact.
Yeah.
Because you know how the mind of a female works. Like,
Literally.
if you do not see it, oh Lord,
you're imagining all sorts
the worst.
of,
like literally the hour that he goes to his friend's house or goes to the shop, that means he's gone to this girl's house.
Having sex.
Oh, absolutely.
They're having sex.
So, you know, like, if it would help ease, I guess, someone's insecurity if you actually see that and see how they interact and then be like, okay, cool. But I personally don't think love you is that deep, because like I said, it's different levels.
Yeah. Well, in her situation, I saw a lot of comments from people like, okay, but the girlfriend expressed that she's not comfortable with you saying I love you.
Why?
The boyfriend said, like, my girlfriend not happy with it, like, is it okay if you could stop? He didn't cut her off straight away. He asked her to stop. You refused to stop, so now he's cut you off.
See,
do you feel like maybe he gave you a chance? Because and that's why I'm like, I understand, like, he is prioritizing his girl's feelings, insecurities or not. She said,
which you have to do.
Yeah, she said, I don't like it. This is something I don't like. Please ask her to stop. He's asked her to stop. You've refused to stop. You get cut off. I feel like that is sort of justified.
I feel like if it was me and if I was in that situation, okay, because it's hard, because if I was the friend, you're used to a certain level of interaction with your friend.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, like if you're used to, and this could be years upon years of you just saying love you as a bye.
Yeah.
So that would be, I guess, maybe was it like a habit that she kept saying it and then maybe she just kept on forgetting? Because if it's years you've been doing this, and of course it's quite difficult to cut. And also maybe it was her rebelling, because why does she have to change her friendship with someone? But then if you're gonna, I don't really feel like, if it was her rebelling, there's no point in rebelling. You might as well just walked away.
Yeah.
Because it was like, why cause, because at this point you're causing problems in someone else's relationship. And to be honest, when it comes to friendship and a relationship, I really don't know who's going to choose a friendship over a relationship.
Yeah.
Because my friends aren't the
I'm not
person
gonna
I'm
marry
going to spend
you
the rest of my life
I'm not
with.
going to have kids with you.
If we have children, I don't know why you'd even bother rebelling to cause problems. You might as well have just walked away. But I guess, I don't know, if it was me, I would probably stop.
Yeah.
I would probably respect it and be like, okay, I wouldn't understand it, but it's not for me to understand.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't understand why it's that deep, but if that's what you want to do, cool. Like, I don't have to say it. I would stop, but then I'm thinking, I would probably feel so uncomfortable at this point that I'd probably not call as often, because what else doesn't she, you know what I mean?
But that's what happens. I mean, I've been there. Like, we're having a male best friend and having his girlfriend dislike me for, I want to say, no reason. Yeah. Which I think is no reason anyway.
We've all been there. Yeah.
But I do say, because I've been there and now I'm in a relationship, like, my boyfriend has a lot of female friends. And I think had I not had my own male friend, like group of male friends, I would be very wary about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but then if you go and spend time with them, because you don't know all of them, do you?
I mean, his close friends, I know, I do.
Yeah.
I've met them. I've spoken to, or I've at least
but
spoken to
you
them.
don't have a problem with them. Like, you still
100%.
feel wary of them?
No, of course not. But I'm saying, It's because I understand that male and females can have platonic relationships,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I have a lot of male
Yeah.
platonic friendships. But I was saying, if I didn't, maybe I would be a bit like, well, why do you have so many female friends? Like, guys and girls can't be friends. Does that make sense? I think a lot of people who are insecure about stuff like that is because they don't have their own platonic relationships with the opposite sex, or they've never
And
had.
so they're just in
So
groups
they,
of girls, and that's it, and
so
they don't
get
realize
it. Yeah, they don't get
yeah.
it.
Or if any guy that they did encounter,
They've had
they would
sex
end up
with,
yeah.
So
Yeah, I get that.
they don't actually get it.
Yeah.
So I'm blessed that I have platonic relationships with males that I can understand. My boyfriend can have platonic relationships with females too, and it means absolutely nothing.
Do you, I don't know if this has happened to you, but if, for example, you did have this friend that you were close to or whatever, and the girlfriend didn't like you, and the guy cut you off, not really giving you a chance, and then maybe the girlfriend stopped talking, or not the girlfriend, maybe they broke up, and the guy perhaps spoke to you again, would you allow that? Like, would you open up that friendship again, or would you kind of be like, nah, you're untrustworthy at this point, like you deaded our friendship for a relationship? What would you do? Because we've just said that a relationship always trumps everything.
Yeah.
So what if you were the friend, what do you think you would do?
It depends on how much that friendship means to me. It actually honestly just depends on how much that friendship means to me. Am I able to forgive you?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I've been there, and
yeah, I've been there too.
yeah, I mean, when my friend's girlfriend really hated me at the peak of her hatred for me, we drifted apart like big time.
I just didn't get as cool. Everyone just stopped talking.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, they I mean, it literally it's the same sort of thing, like a drift-in situation. You just stop talking.
You just stop talking, yeah. But as their relationship, I guess, didn't work out, we're back on track.
Yeah,
like, he's the godfather to my
and
my
I
daughter.
feel like if it, like, for me, I don't necessarily think I'd be like, oh, I hate you forever.
Yeah.
But then I think the way I am, I'd be like, I respect your decision, but you have to stand by that decision at this point. Like, it's
what if the next girl comes?
Yeah,
and she don't like me. You're gonna cut me out every time a girl doesn't like.
And I think it's not only that. I think as well with my situation, I didn't ever really get a chance to prove that, like, this is like a brother and sister situation. Like maybe because the girl probably didn't even want to see me or something. I don't know, but
it's hard, man.
It is difficult. It's mad difficult on both sides.
Yeah.
Like, it's difficult for the friend who's been cut off, and it's difficult for the guy that has to respect his relationship. Like, it's really difficult on both sides. Okay, so earlier this week, there was a situation with, is it PSG?
Yep.
And is it Istanbul? And what happened was, one of the match officials. What's match officials mean? That means a referee, right?
I don't even think it's referee.
It could be anyone who's officiating the match.
we're not gonna act like it. We know. I don't even know. I still know what offside.
I don't know what offside means.
I don't act like I know anything about football, but I know it's like, it's not a player. They're not a player.
Yeah. They're a match official. I don't know. But yeah, so a match official has been accused of saying a racist term to one of the
PSG.
No, it wasn't PSG. It was at Istanbul.
So who made the racist remark?
The match official.
From what team?
To the Istanbul, one of the people that were working on that team, from my understanding.
I thought it was the other way around.
No. So then that's where that whole like drama came in, and then the Istanbul lot was like, I'm out. And then PSG was like, I'm out too.
Yeah. Well, they tried to cover it up and say the word that he said actually in their language just means
black.
Like a black guy, or that black man or something like that.
I think Negro is...
It means black in most...
it means black in most... It does. But I don't,
Well, they were saying...
Why did you say black guy?
Why couldn't you say that guy?
Yeah.
That idiot or that whatever, because you're obviously in an argument or whatever. why did you have to bring in his color? Because if he was white, you would never have said that white guy.
I think it's sad. I think it's really good that, you know, everyone
finally
went off. But the match did actually continue the next day. So, I don't know. And I know there is a lot of racism in football. I'm not like a football person. I don't know anything about it. But I know there's obviously, you see like the Raheem Sterling type. Is it Raheem Sterling or what's the other one?
It's Raheem Sterling.
Is it Raheem Sterling that always gets it?
Yeah,
or is it Daniel
No, it's Raheem Sterling. I mean, I think they both get it, but Raheem, I don't know what the Daily Mail has against him.
I don't know, his ancestors must have really pissed off every single employee.
He gets it
in the Daily Mail and the Sun. I don't know, but you know, there is you hear a lot of racism in football. So it is really, really sad. And it's nice to see that they actually made a stand. Yeah, the match continued, which I guess it was supposed to. And I guess there was no way out of it or something. But it was nice that little, what's the word? Not togetherness, that little united front.
From both teams as well.
From both teams made a difference and kind of made like, not world, I guess world news. Like it made a statement. Yeah. And I hope those statements continue because hopefully if they continue, people will understand that we're not playing with you. Yeah. I mean, I don't know though.
I mean, do you know what's crazy is that I watched the documentary, I don't know if you've seen it, with Rio Ferdinand's brother. And he made a documentary because I don't know, it's a couple years ago.
I remember this. This was ages ago.
A player from the team that he was playing against, I can't remember. I want to say Liverpool, I don't think it was. Again, don't know shit about football. Called him a black C-U-N-T. Oh. Black C-U-N-T underneath his... like he mouthed it. Wow. So they were having an argument face to face, blah, blah. And then Rio Ferdinand's brother walked off. And as he's walked off, the guy has called him a black C-U-N-T. But he never saw it. But obviously the world saw it. So he explains that when they finished the football, they made up. Like he came up to him and said, like, I hope we're cool. Like, didn't mean to argue. Like, but remember, he doesn't know that he's been called that. So obviously he's like, yeah, whatever, man, football, we argue, blah, blah. He's got off the pitch, looked at his phone, he's got missed call after missed call after missed call. His mum calling to him, saying, are you okay? Like, we just saw what happened. And he's like, yeah, like, what happened? Like, what are you talking about? We argue, like, we're football players, we argue all the time. And then they've showed him the clip, and he was like, what? And I think he was the first player to sort of, so he got a lot of backlash because black people, because he never spoke out about it. Oh. And he got a lot of backlash because people were like, why are you letting this slide? Why are you not saying anything? Nothing happened to the other guy as well. Yeah. He claims he didn't, I think he tried to claim he didn't actually say it. Of course. He was saying something else, but
footage lies all the time, innit?
It was like, it was mad. And Rio Ferdinand's brother actually mentally struggled. Yeah, it was so bad.
Well, I actually don't know how these black players do it because I've seen, like, you know, when you see those montage of these fans and they get angry, like mad angry,
making monkey sounds.
Yeah, and then like I think I saw one, I can't remember who it was, but it was one black player and the ball had gone. Sorry for the terminology. I apologize. The ball had gone to the side where you could see all the fans and stuff. And he went to go and get the ball. He was going to go through it. And when he went to go and get the ball, like the fan, like the white fans were literally like black N-word. I don't think it was N-word. I think they were calling him a monkey. But it was just like, and I think he smiled or was just like, ugh. I don't know how they do it. Because to even keep your head in the game and focus after you're getting racially abused because maybe you like didn't pick the ball up fast enough or something. I don't get it.
I don't understand. Have you seen the one where they throw a banana on the pitch? Oh my! So it's sort of the same thing. The ball went close to
Sorry, close to the side.
Close to the side, and they threw a banana. He picked a banana up and ate it in front of them.
Why? What is the reason? Like, no Cardi B, but what is the reason?
Why are you so
like, why?
angry?
And you know what? I feel like, do you remember when we were growing up around, like, Bermondsey and, like, when
Millwall.
We would, oh, my God. And then there was the whole, like, oh, God, if Millwall loses,
you stay in your house.
You don't leave.
You don't go anyway. You stay in your house.
Your house. You stay in your yard and you don't leave.
Because they were literally on a rampage if they didn't win.
Okay. So... I don't know if you guys knew this, no pressure or nothing, but we are officially 13 days away from Christmas.
Christmas, jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bells, right?
Is anyone excited about Christmas? I feel like people are more putting up, like, they're more excited to
Yeah.
look forward to something.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going into tier 3 or something,
I
so
know.
this running riot for 5 days, I don't know if that's still going to happen, but whatever.
I feel like a lot more people are excited about Christmas this
a
year.
lot of people put their decorations up super
From
early.
October, like as soon as they can. All Christmas decorations were up.
It's always like, let's force ourselves to be happy,
yeah.
in this horrible
Yeah.
year that we're having. But it kind of got us thinking about just Christmas things and what people do around Christmas, and we're thinking about, I don't know if like Santa things are still open.
Yes, they are.
They are still open.
Because my colleague took her son to go see Santa.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that? Are they putting the Santa on the lap still?
I don't think they are. They're not.
Because
No, I
they
don't
can't.
think- yeah,
is
they're
it
not.
like? Is there a screen or how's it working?
I mean, I don't know.
Because you still don't want to like. I don't know. Yeah. How's it work?
I actually don't know. I didn't ask, but
I feel like there's probably. I don't know. There's. I
they
guess.
obviously they've put things in place to, I guess, make it still fun for the child, but COVID safe as well.
I mean, I personally feel like those things should have been put in place a long time ago, because it's very strange that we're just sitting on this white guy's lap. Like, I've got pictures for days of when I was growing up, like going to Santa's grotto, and
Yeah, I grew up in an African home, so that wasn't nothing.
yeah,
That
well,
wasn't nothing.
sorry, you weren't missing much. Like I said, just sitting down on random white old men's laps, and smiling and taking pictures, but I feel like that's probably something that should. I'm not saying it needs to be a 6 foot distance, but sit next to the child or something.
Yeah, on the lap is a bit.
I mean, I don't know how, because we took Amelia maybe a couple years ago, and well, she didn't actually want to.
It's on his lap.
She didn't want to talk to him, and you know, your part of you is just like, I've just paid a certain amount of money. I'm gonna need you to build some sort of dialogue with this Santa Claus.
Is this a black thing though? Because my daughter she never took to
She
sit
took
on
the present.
No, yeah, the
She took
present, yeah, but sitting
like,
on the lap.
begrudgingly, she took the present.
She didn't want to sit on his lap. She didn't even want to go near him.
Yeah,
I had to put her on my lap and sit next to him. She didn't want to go near him.
Yeah, even when you try to go near to the Santa and like, yeah, he's fine.
Yeah,
It's like, I'm getting this vibe. See, kids get a vibe, innit?
Yeah.
They're getting this vibe.
He's strange.
To be honest, we should have took it, because I don't even know why we're doing this anyway. I mean, why can't we get black Santas as well? Not to get so like power to the people, but why can't we have a black Santa?
Do you know what? I think the image of white Santa has been ingrained into so many children that if I was to take Callie to a grotto and there was a black Santa, she would be like, why the hell is he black?
What
Who
is this?
This
Where
Santa.
have you taken me? You ruined my Christmas. Like, it would literally be.
What in the name of ghetto Santa is this?
I have Santa's mobile number on my phone ready. Like, I always download it around the first, like maybe two weeks before the end of November. It's ready, but it's a white Santa.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't get it. I just feel like maybe we should move away
From Santa.
from.
It is this whole image of white superiority. It's this white man that our children look up to. He brings us all these presents.
Yeah.
Mommy and daddy don't know shit all. Once again, it's this white man providing for us. And it is an image that we really need to. I mean, my friend, she is hell-bent on there's no Santa in this house.
Well, this is
My
what I was going
children
to
know
ask
there's no
you.
Santa in this house. We don't do Santa. We're not looking up to no white man. There's enough white men that we're forced to look up to.
Yeah.
She's 100% against it. And I'm like, I don't know if I can break my daughter's heart like that.
This is the thing. I mean, I get that. I really, really do.
Yeah.
Because at some point, you shouldn't teach. I don't know how I feel about teaching, if I had a child, my child to idolize this make-believe thing. It's like the tooth fairy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We really should, because even the tooth fairy is white.
They're white.
They're all white. But it's like, we shouldn't really teach our kids to idolize like these false, like these things that are made up.
Yeah.
Because, you know, how does that work growing
Yeah,
up?
yeah,
And
yeah.
does that mean that? But then at the same time, there is something magical. Because then in the same sentence, I guess, what's the point in going to Disneyland if you're not going to, like, because it's something. It's
Yeah, but this, oh no, it's different though.
but it's something magical about like.
Because Disneyland is characters. Like,
But
this is
Santa
characters.
Claus is a character.
Yeah, but these characters don't do nothing for you. Remember, these children are looking up to Santa to bring
Whether they're
them.
good or
Yeah,
bad.
he's judging me on my behavior, and if I'm good, he's gonna reward me with all these gifts. And if I'm bad, he's not. Like, it's like the whole Jesus thing, like how slave masters posted this white Jesus everywhere, so that white people would sort of, not white people, so that black people would look up to this picture of
a white Jesus.
of a white Jesus, and who is the closest person? Who's the next closest person who looks like that white Jesus?
White people.
Their master.
Yeah.
So it's this whole controlling thing. So I mean, I get it.
It's just hard. I think what's quite difficult as well is if you were to stop. Number one, you're quite far in anyway because it's already happened, and you know, it's hard to break your daughter's heart. But at the same time, even if you wasn't far in, so perhaps your friend, for example, your friend's child is going to school, and not everyone is like that yet. So everyone still believes in Santa. And the teachers are still kind of pushing
Doing
this whole Santa thing.
Yeah.
So is it that, you know, if that was me, would my child go into school and, well, basically break everyone's heart and be like, it's not real, this is the real tea, sorry to break it to you? Or would my child then start to get quite conflicted because mum's telling me that there's no Santa and it's actually her buying the presents. And, you know, the teachers is telling me
I better be good because
and then what if it's like poor children, for example, or people from lower income families? Like, if you're struggling this Christmas, which a lot of people are because of COVID, what if they can't afford to buy their child something? Does that mean that like Santa
didn't like me?
They didn't like me, or like, and now I've gone to school in January and all these people are saying I've got all of this stuff and I didn't get anything? Is that maybe a reason where like, if you did tell your child, look, this is a situation, maybe, you know.
What, a breaking the Santa news?
Yeah, like this is not breaking. If you didn't even tell your child about Santa, like Santa's doesn't exist. So when you see all these people, it's not because that's just because their parents can afford it. It's not nothing to do. I don't know.
I guess it's sort of like religion. Like, you wouldn't tell someone your religion's fake. Like, there's no God. You just do what you're doing, innit? Like, and I guess that's the sort of thing you gotta put into your children, that you are always gonna have different beliefs and values and stuff compared to the other people in your class, but it's not your place to judge
ruin
or
and
to say anything.
Just stay strong in what you believe in.
You know what's what, and that is
Don't force your
opinions. Don't force your opinions on anyone else.
Teachers are forcing their opinions onto these children.
But I guess because like Muslim people don't celebrate Christmas, obviously, but there are Muslim children in mainstream schools, so it'll be interesting to know how teachers go about
how they work.
Because how do they do? Because everybody's doing Christmassy stuff. We're doing Christmas hats. We're doing Christmas plays.
We've got Jesus, we've got baby Jesus, we've got the three wise men.
Yeah, like,
I mean, they're probably included into the Christmas play
songs, and then you're singing
song.
Like, how
do they manage that? That's actually a really good idea. Not a good idea. It's a good point.
Question.
Yeah. If you guys know, please let us know.
It's be interesting to know.
Maybe we should get someone on here.
A teacher.
Yeah.
Do these children just sit this out, or do they have to get consent from their parents? Like, this is what we're doing the last couple of weeks. Do you mind if your child takes part? Yes, no.
No, maybe so. Yeah, it's true.
So our black business of the episode is Late Night Beauty Salon, which is a new business that has just opened up in Peckham in on the Rye Lane. It is owned by one of my friends, Ashanti, and her friend Ruby. So they're newly opened, but Ashanti has been doing lashes for as long as I've known her. I was introduced to her. Yeah, she used to do my lashes. She's like really, really, really good.
Yeah.
But their salon doesn't only do lashes. They do treatments on lashes, brows, Botox, filler, waxing.
Wow.
Yeah. In B12 injections, fat dissolving injections. Like it literally is everything in one store. And it's called Late Night Beauty Salon because it is open till about 10 p.m., which is later than most.
Wow.
So you can go after work. You don't have to rush.
And you need things like that.
You know when you have to rush after work to go get your nails done.
Or you got to leave an hour early and you got to take your time,
Yep.
which you needed to take somewhere else. Like, oh, this is perfect.
So it's basically catered for the working woman. Yeah, which is perfect. Because they are a new business, they are currently doing 20% off.
Yes.
So ladies, if you go into their store and use the code L8NBS, you will get your 20% off. They are located on Peckham High Street. You can find them on Instagram at Late Night Beauty Salon. And they're open every day apart from Sunday and Monday. And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they open from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Yes.
Perfect.
Definitely check that out.
So check them out, gals. And guys.
And guys.
And guys.
But guys, this is our last one for the year. We will probably be putting out snippets.
Yeah.
And yeah, make sure you have the best Christmas.
Yes.
Be safe.
Be safe. Be merry. Eat food. Get drunk.
Drink loads. Spend time with your loved ones. And we will see you
in 2021.
We have been the Cultured Podcast. I hope you enjoyed. I'm Sasha.
And I'm Stephanie.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.